Well, if I'm to be honest, I really didn't like Wicked for good. It has a whole lot of issues, the pacing was off, and quite frankly, I thought this was quite underwhelming considering what we had gotten beforehand. I really did enjoy the first Wicked, and coming into this, my expectations were moderate. But man, let me tell you, I was so disappointed with this whole product because I was asking myself, what the hell happened? The first hour was entertaining, I will admit that. But once it gets into the second half of the movie, the story has so many problems. I found it to be underwhelming than entertaining, in my opinion. Plus, with this being 2 hours and 17 minutes, it doesn't utilize the time effectively because I was left with more questions than answers when it was all said and done. Ironically enough, this is not one of the worst films I've seen this year, but at the same time, it is nowhere near great as it could have been. Not gonna lie, y'all, this film, it made me angry. And that's something I really do. It's like when I watch even the bad movies out there, I don't get pissed off unless it's a good reason. No spoilers, but once this gets into the second act after the hour mark, I was like, what the hell is this nonsense? Because a lot of the story, it definitely feels rushed. The pacing is all off. And I was saying to myself, man, how they fumbled the ball so badly with this concluding chapter. I will say that the acting is good. Cynthia Erivo, she does a great job as Elphaba once again. She has more serious role here, playing the Wicked Witch. Everyone hates her, but her best friend, Glenda, she still supports her. And speaking of which, Ariana Grande, she does a good job as well. I really did like her acting here. She's not as funny compared to her portrayal in the first film, but here she has to go along with the narrative that she's supposed to not like Elphaba. And well, I did like the scenes between the two characters, but everyone else felt like their characters was underutilized. Case in point, Jeff Goldblum. It feels like his presence here wasn't as remarkable. And not to say he did a bad job or anything, but I really felt like they could have done a lot more with his character. And the thing is, once Dorothy and the other characters show up in the second half, it feels rushed, like I said before. And the thing is that having that story intertwined with this makes it a big convoluted mess in my opinion. And not only that, Dorothy herself feels like a shallow character because she's barely in the movie. I was like, man, they did not do a good job with this. And like I said before in the past as well, musicals never really been my thing. I did like the visuals, they did look beautiful. The musical numbers, they was alright. It felt a lot more of the same. And this might be surprising here, but some of the musical numbers, they really don't advance the plot whatsoever. Nonetheless, when it comes down to it, this film will appease Wicked fans out there. But for everyone else, I would highly recommend to wait for this to come out on streaming because believe me, this is not worth the time to spend money on. I'm giving this film a 5 out of 10. Yeah, I really wanted to like this a lot more, just like I did the first movie, but man, I was just disappointed by it. The ending had pissed me off. It was anticlimactic. Maybe if I had seen the play that this is based on, I would be a little bit more forgiving of it. But putting the characters from The Wizard of Oz really did a disservice to the story in my opinion. I get this is a prequel to The Wizard of Oz, but I feel like there was a way that they could have made the story more satisfyingly better if they didn't rush certain plot lines within the narrative. Still though, there is an audience for this out there, but for me personally, I just felt very frustrated watching it. And that's my review of Wicked for Good. Alright, leave your comments down below in the section and let me know what you think about this movie. Okay, this is Slim Guy 172 saying peace out.